Hey everyone! In this video I'll show you the basics of how to use the New Heights workshop tool to create your own locations and climb them in New Heights. For more in-depth topics and questions I will create more videos, and if there's something that you want to know that I didn't cover, please let me know in the comments. Okay, first, the New Heights workshop tool is a small Unity project with a Steam workshop wizard. To be able to use it, you need to have Steam and New Heights installed. If you're experienced with Git, cloning is recommended because then you can receive tool updates more easily. And also, if you don't have Unity yet, please follow the guide on how to download it and make sure that you have the correct Unity version that is stated in the guide. First, I'm going to go through the basics of working with Unity, so if you already know this, you can skip to the next chapter. What we see here is the project view. This is where all your assets are. Includes downloaded models, textures and example holes and walls that we've included. The scene view. Here you can actually edit your scene. The hierarchy. All objects in your scene are listed there, so if you want to edit an object and you don't know where it is, you can look it up there. And the inspector to the right. If you select something, this shows the details for that object, and you can edit like settings for it. And also layers, we'll use that later. We're going to focus on building a scene with generic shapes and the holes that are included in the tool. Before we start building, we need to know how to navigate the scene window. While you could move around with the arrow keys, it works. I much prefer this movement scheme. Zoom in and out with the scroll wheel. Press the scroll wheel and grab to move your screen vertically and horizontally. Hold Alt with your thumb and grab and move your mouse to rotate your camera around your focus point. And all of this makes sense because of one other shortcut, which is click on an object that you want to focus. For now, the spawn point is the only object. Keep your mouse in the scene view and press F. And now everything focuses on the selected object, so the zooming and the rotating all goes around that object. And just to make sure, F only works if you have this mouse over the scene view. Now you know how to navigate the scene view, let's start with creating a basic cube shape. You can create that with the game object submenu and then 3D object cube. Now we need to know how to move and transform things. And these are the basic controls for that. So press W, press E, then you're in rotate mode, and press R, then you're in scale mode. These controls should be quite self-explanatory, except for one of them, which is the rotation mode. So press E, we're in rotation mode, and you can see three main rotation axes. Please make sure that when you rotate an object that you grab an axis and not somewhere in between, because look what happens if I grab some random spot and rotate. But when I grab an axis, everything stays logical. With these controls, W, E and R, let's make a super basic boulder wall from this cube. Note that there's already a camera in the scene and a spawn point, so I know where to place the wall. And in move mode, you can see the arrows, and the blue arrow is the one that points forward. So I want to place the boulder wall where the blue arrow from the spawn point points forward. Remember where your assets are stored? It's in the project view. We have all kinds of things in there, including textures, materials and models. We don't need any of those at the moment because we need prefabs. You can see the holes here, and we can just drag them from the project view into the boulder wall. But as you can see, it's not rotated correctly. We could fix that by pressing E and rotating it manually, but this time we have a better option. Because as you can see, it's rotated exactly 180 degrees wrong. So let's click on the hold and rotate it in the inspector, like exactly 180 degrees. We have a climbable wall. Congratulations. But now we probably have to make a lot more holes. It would be super inconvenient to constantly drag them from the project view and rotate them all the time. So this time I'm gonna just take the existing one and duplicate it. Just select the hold and press Ctrl D and move it. We can constantly repeat this for existing holes and drag new holes in when we feel like it. Now we can create our first route. There's a few extra things to do here. First of all, the boulder block needs to have the base climbable layer because it's a very low density mesh. More about that later. And it would be nice to give the models some materials. Again, you can find the materials in the project view. Simply drag them from there to the object in the scene and things start to look nicely. To test this route in New Heights, we need to open the Steam Workshop wizard. This one should be self-explanatory, and the guide on the website also tells about most of the steps. We will create a workshop item and then export the item into New Heights. Now you can open your scene in New Heights. Go to the community locations and find location with the right ID. It can be that New Heights won't open, then you have to first close your tool and open New Heights. We can test how it climbs, how it looks. It can be a little bit different than in the tool because the lighting engine is a little bit different and, well, it's another application. Then let's say this is a good version. Now we only need to upload the location to the Steam Workshop. In the tool, in the Steam Workshop wizard, it could be that you had to close the tool to start New Heights. Then you can look up the ID of your exported location in the export log. Then you can fill out the Upload to Workshop section. Create an image in the way you prefer. You can use the Windows Capture tool, or you can make a screenshot in the game, or really Photoshop a whole cover image. And type some change notes. It's not the description of your location, but just what happened in this version. Then if we press the upload button, it will start doing so. We're almost done. Now you still have to edit the name, description and other metadata in the Steam Workshop yourself. If you're satisfied, you can set the item to public and people will be able to find it on the workshop page. I hope you liked this video and that it was useful to you. Next tutorial videos will cover other topics like how New Heights uses 3D models for the climbing system, or how to do photogrammetry yourself, how to create routes in New Heights. And if you want to know anything, let me know what I should make a tutorial video about. Thanks.